Testing. Alright, let's turn this baby off. Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's your boy Trojan, the guy who kicks ass, keeps kicking ass, and won't stop kicking ass. How you all doing? Hopefully well today. Today we'll be doing more of our stream of our part 2 of Super Robot Wars 30, my personal favorite game, and of course, basically, I'm a big fan of the series. Give a recap, after we beat the Metabots game, I decided to start up Super Robot Wars 30 so we can continue on our game. In our little adventure, your boy basically, our main protagonist, basically found himself in a space colony and basically with the high victories. So basically we're trying to find our way through and while also doing some bonus content and such. So. Prepared. Alright. Now we'll get ourselves ready. We are. We're starting. We're getting ready. And for those wondering, this is the newest Super Robot Wars game that's out at the moment. So we'll be ready. There we go. Everyone can see that, correct? Hope so. It's a little off-put. Moment. There, hopefully that should. How about now? Yep, that's better. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. That's what we need. Here we are. I've been playing the oh. Hey, Doc. Soup. Yeah, Soup is right. But anyway, for those wondering, we have to do our first mission. Team Rabbit Scramble. Team Rabbits, less flattering known as the Fail 5, receive cutting-edge AHSMBs. Well, might as well figure out what we're doing. And just like that. I'll be right back, folks. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I thought my mic was off there for a second. Huh, anyway. That one kind of sticks out, though. Hey, Uso. Looks like we're sticking together. I guess. I just want to say that I underestimated you. What? Why? On top of your old girlfriend, you had the entire glorious squadron of mobile suit Amazons. Don't let this ridiculous cornucopia of choice spoil you just because you're young. Got that? But Shakti, so you really think she's still alive? That's why you're on the Destriger and not their ship, right? Right. And keep your eyes on the prize. We're only human. We do what we can, when we can, and no more. Chojin, don't thank me or anything. We're officially teammates, so we need to look out for each other. Not that. I just don't know you liked older ladies. I mean, yeah, so? You're already spoiled. You have no idea what it's like for us have-nots down below, do you? Yeah. Oh, jeez. You're scaring me. Yeah, you better be scared. We're mad and we're not going to take it anymore, damn it. Oh, God. Please don't tell me he's an incel. Please don't tell me he's an incel. You got a problem with our boy? If you do, you can take it up with the strike team. Oops. This is over, Uso. I'll catch up. Just you wait. What's he talking about? He's a real bum for someone so smug. I think that was his way of trying to cheer me up. Thanks, Chojin. Oh, they are franchise characters, Draco. They're part of Mobile Suit V Gundam. Except people like Reynold and my main character aren't franchise. They're originals. This is the data on the Zanscare's position in the Ararat sector. We received from the Ligue Militaire. It looks like they're searching for something. In preparation to attack Luna 2, you'd think? Let's take a piece of lore about that. Luna 2, an asteroid base located at L3. It is one of the EFF's main outposts in outer space. Luna comes from a semi-archaic name for Earth's moon. It is thus the second moon of Earth. Zanskare squads seem to be pulling back for some reason, but we don't have corresponding reports of the EFFs routing their units. Who the hell is Zanskare fighting out there then? That's what we're going to the Ararat sector to find out. We may have to go prepare for the worst. Captain, incoming transmission from Commodore Fikes. Commodore Fikes? Rose Space Station, residential block. Another mock battle, another dead last placement. We've been last in the ranking for as long as we've been training in Star Rose. That's why we're Team Rabbits, better known as the Fail Five. You don't have to call us by that, Izuru. Will you lay off, Asagi? He's right about us being last in the rankings. Besides, you're the one who keeps charging on ahead. You do realize we're supposed to fight as a team, right? How do your pretending you're such a big shot sniper fit into our team plan, huh, Shigura? Pretending? I am a sniper! Did you miss the stats, or are you just stupid? Say that again! Cut it out! Forget them. But Kate! Yeah, this is good. Let the conflict deepen their understanding of one another. Excuse me? These are the fires that forge heroes. And here comes Izuru with love and justice and all that crap yet again. We're pilot trainees at Gezerir Cosmopolitan Academy. Ooh, another piece of lore. Glanzer Cosmopolitan Academy, an officer training institute affiliated with the MJP. It is located in Urenco, Hokkaido. The entire academy is surrounded by a lavender field. In addition to the MJP training facilities, there are also a variety of advanced research departments, such as genetic engineering and weapons research and development. We may not be deployed, but we are soldiers. Heroes are a different thing entirely. Really think so? Just save it for the enemies. Glanzare Cosmopolitan Academy operates under the GDF's purview. That's the Global Defense Force, an army that stands between Earth and hostile beings from outer space. And the baddies we need to fight are the Wulgaru. Alright, for a little refresher. Wulgaru, the mysterious alien civilization who calls themselves the United Pan-Galactic Empire. After making first contact with humans in the Jupiter sphere, they immediately turned hostile. Everything about them, including the biology, the size of their army, or the reason for their attack, is still shrouded in mystery. Oh hey, do the Chaos Child term highlight. Oh? You don't know the first thing about them even after 8 years at a war. Command supposedly has secret intel, but I bet they're like those aliens you always see, you know, space octopuses with wriggly tentacles. Where'd you get these ideas? Especially when we haven't even seen our first live mission yet. Do you think the blossom of love will bloom for me before then? The only thing blossoming for you is your chest. Oh! Ugh. Hey, chin up, Tamaki. You'll find it someday. When someday? Someday soon or what? I don't. If you're trying to encourage someone, think it through, Izuru. Exactly. You don't get women at all. Ha! Well, I'm getting piled on. Come on. We have our meeting with instructor Suzukaze. Why do we have to change into these things? Check it out. How do I look? That's not important right now. This is a GDF uniform, right? Does this mean we're... I'm glad you're all here, Team Rabbits. Right. You rank last again. You're individually strong soldiers, but your teamwork is incorrigible. You're getting into each other's way. You called us out here to give us a lecture? Like in a uniform and everything? Quiet down. Instructor. Yes, Sasagi? Please transfer me. I am capable of fighting with this team. I'd like you to submit to me an analysis of what prevents you from doing so. Or rather, that's what I would say, but the situation has changed. Huh? It's time. As of 1500 hours, Team Rabbits will graduate from MJP. Ooh. MJP, a military organization established for the purpose of breeding human adapted to life in outer space. It's an acronym for Military Junior Pre-Academy. The genetically altered children produced by MJP are trained to become military officers. Those who complete their training subsequently join the Global Defense Force, or GDF. Ghana? You are both 10. What the heck's going on? And be assigned to as ensign to the GDF under the Earth Federation forces. What? We're actually being deployed? No way! I'm graduating. I haven't even had my first relationship. Oof. This is going way too fast for my stomach. Are you okay, Asagi? Where's your medicine? Attention! I know this is a lot to take in, but it's out of all of our hands. You already have a mission too. Who's this? This is Captain Simon Gato, commander of MJP. A captain? Pardon my rudeness, sir. Team Rabbits, be mobilized to the L3 Ararat sector. What Ararat? That's the ruins of the colony that took damage in the Primeval War. Oh. The war against the Zondare, that's again another reference to Gao Geiger. In this case, Ararat got wrecked by the Primevals. You will deploy in AHSMB units and assess the situation. What's an ASF? It's MJP's latest model unit, or at least the prototype thereof. Prototypes? Now that's the dream. Oh, yeah. There might be a desync, so don't be alarmed. But I'll keep an eye out at least. Hold up. Let's rank this here. There we go. Not desync, just massive lag. Okay. Hopefully it's nothing wrong on my half, because I got green light on everything, and I don't have any drop frames or anything at the moment. In fact, the Juria system should make it even more intuitive for you. Juria, isn't that someone who did a thing? You're thinking of the inventor of the Ash MB's control system. The Juria system incorporates the DNA of the pilot to increase responsiveness. Your unit's Juria system's already been loaded with your genetic data. If there are no more questions, I will assign you your formation positions. Gunner, Shugaru. Present. Control. Hey, Sajin. Jojen Paperbird. Hey, Sajin, how you doing? Controller, K. Yes. Booster, Tamaki. Roger. Forward, Asagi. Roger. The leader will be you, Izuru Hitachi. You are in command of this mission. I'm what? Team Rabbits, scramble! All pit ships have been deployed. Can you hear me, Team Rabbits? You're now connected with your Ash MBs. Good start for a virtual avatar. Yeah, that's my... Yep, that's just an avatar I can use to talk. Makes it look good and also is better than just talking to a blank screen. Furia system coming online. Good. Deploy the Ash MBs. Sick. No, that's... I promised to try and doodle you something. But those are your Ash MBs right there. Is this to your liking, everyone? This ain't your mama's Gundam, that's for sure. This is rubbing off on you, and I'm loving it. Really? Because the whole VTube thing is just common, and I like it better than just people looking at my real ugly mug. Majestic mechs are weird. We'll learn a little bit from where these guys are from anyway. You may now explain unit features, head mechanics, Saionji. Roger that. My team has been hard at work tuning these puppies. Let's start with Blue 1. Yes, ma'am. The forward unit takes the lead. It's equipped for close and mid-range combat. It's optimized for quick bursts of acceleration, and it's got a bit of a hair trigger, so be gentle on the throttle. Option A webcam. Option B, avatar. I'd rather take option B. Next 2, Purple 2. Yes? Control units for wide-range strategic recon. It's our eyes and ears. One transmission from the control can make or break the whole team. Now for Rose 3. Present! Be prepared for booster speed. It can easily pace an interplanetary cruiser. Your job is simple. Never stop. Stay in motion and keep the enemy off balance. And Gold 4? Right here. The Gunner. Engages in long-range bombardment with its high-energy charged particle cannons and radiation-guided photon resonance rapid-fire cannon, right? Done your homework. Just watch out for lag when firing volleys and don't lose tempo when hitting the gas. Finally, Red 5. Sorry. Ma'am? Red 5 is the leader unit. It has the forward combat capabilities, but also increases transmission function for command. Pay attention to all your allies' data streams and give orders accordingly. But right, you really think we're up to that? I'll do my best. That's enough of that. Next, I'll explain the mission. Job is to reconnector the space around the ruins. What are we looking for? Ooh, is it Nito treasure? Definitely not going to be some scavenger hunt. If we're being provided brand new units, they're expecting enemies, aren't they? And since the GDF is involved, it's the Wolgaru. No way, last I checked, the defense line against the Wolgaru was still in the asteroid belt. If they made it into the Earth sphere, then the Earth and its colonies will come under attack. Precisely, if you locate in a Wolgaru, engage and do so doesn't happen. This mission's a huge responsibility. That's understating it. We have to do it. Haha. So funny. I'm just not used to getting piled on. This guy's our leader? That was my first question, of many. If you appreciate the gravity of the mission, I'll hand it off to the commander. As you know, the conflict with Wolgaru has been at a standstill. If they enter the Earth sphere, that'll change very quickly. Tell me about your dreams. Our dreams? Your dreams. My dream has already come true. I'm fighting in a cutting-edge unit. And the rest of you? Well, same, I guess. I never thought about my dream. Well, it's kind of my dream is to be a hero. Are you actually serious right now? Yep, Draco, you got a basic team right there. Who says that to their commander? Good, I have high hopes for all of you. The Ash MB are designed to work with the Godinon. But the ship isn't fully outfitted yet, so we'll keep it back out of harm's way. Get used to your Ash MBs and carry out your mission. Over and out. She hung up on us. So we're on our own. Just us and the Wolgaru. I'd rather be just us. Same here. We've just graduated barely and we're not ready for this. Let's do it, team. Hey, who made you boss of us? I mean, I am the team leader, right? Either way, we have to do this. It's our first real mission. Hold up a moment. Just checking. Was checking on my bike. Whoa, I'm moving! The commander was right. They basically work like the training units. Maybe control-wise, but the output's on another level. So this is what the latest model feels like. Wait, don't go out there. Oh crap, they're here? Wolgaru, for real. Okay, notify the Godinon. Already on it. What? What are you playing at? Assume battle positions. The Ashimbees refuse to work. That's because of your survival instincts. If you don't assert your will to fight, the jury system will prioritize defensive instincts. Our what? You have to decide to fight. Right now. She's right. We have to fight or we'll die. We'll die. We'll die! Everyone, come on! What the hell? The acceleration is insane. Don't be a glory hog. Okay, so I think if we try, we can move. So the jury system is responding to our will to fight. Well, we have what we need. Let's do it and go home alive. Right, we're not dying in our first battle. I'm the forward, so I'll go ahead and show everyone how it's done. Hang on, Asagi. You can't dive in there by yourself. We all know the basics already. We trained it until our hands were falling off. Right. But this is real. We don't have a choice. We have to join in. Come on, everyone. Here we go. Let's see how these babies work, shall we? They've given us new units. We have to learn lure them out. Come on forward. It's my job to clear everyone's way.
言うことを聞いてくれよ、ブルーワン。見つけた。今のは少し危なかったな。
反応が遅かったわよ、アサギ。
Here we go. Whoa, Rose P is so fast! Here I go, all charging and love and war. Maybe that's... Okay, that was a dynamic kill right there. The camera was unfortunate. Yeah, I was a little sus about that. I'm gonna have to be a hero. I have to. I have to do this. I'm the team leader.
ウルガルと戦うために訓練してきたんだ。ソードカウンターで。
That was anticlimactic.
やっぱりウルガルはそうきた。
And we already seen that once. Oh, we haven't seen this guy. Now you see the 1-2 punch of my high energy charged particle cannon and radiation guided photon resonance rapid fire cannon. Come and get me, Wilgaroo. Go for gold 4 if you dare.
よく見ることが狙撃と回避のコツだ。やってくれたな。
お返ししてやれ。
位置取りをミスったな。
Okay, missiles are okay.
じゃなくウルガル。そこだ。
I swear that Tamaki chick basically probably is, that's basic 50 cal. What photon emitters are you talking about? Basically or probably. No, I mean probably because that girl is basically short a few IQ points there. No offense, just Bulga. She's the kooky spice. Ah. Oh, Rail Defender. Let's see how this one is. Purple 2 is incredible. It's like I can see everything about the entire battle. We can do this. I'll lead everyone to victory.
ウルガルの接近を確認。外すわけにはいかない。慎重に。このタイミングなら。
Oh, a HEP cannon.
ウルガルの野望は僕たちが打ち砕く。相手を追い込むんだ。そこだ。はあ。
Jeez, man! I think you got him! Damn, we're actually fighting. Yeah, we can do this. Stay alert. The ones back there are watching the fight. If they all come at us, we'll be in trouble. Look out! Something's approaching. A civilian vessel? Did it stumble onto the battlefield? Huh! They still had fighters. Are you kidding me? Get out of here! The Wulguru are after you! They're not gonna make it. Whoa! Be the lead, yeah. Yeah, guess you're right. The leader does have a over-the-top damage. Now's your chance. Get out of here. We will. Thank you very much. Hey, Pura, welcome to the fun. Fall back, Azuru. The squad's moving in. I can't. Not until that tip is safe. Oh, you're dead, Mr. Officer Man. Not happening. Save yourself. You have to make the impossible happen to be a hero. That's not you. Yeah, that's really not you. What's got you this fired up? You this serious about the hero thing? Guys, look what you made us all do by being such an idiot. He has to figure out something out. To retreat, right? Whoops! Incoming! Fight, flee, fight, flee, fight, flee. Fight! Shit. Whoa. I'm doing fine, Purah. How about you? Zuru, did you just... I don't know what just happened. I just got up in the fight. Is that the Juria system? Hey, there's a battleship. Ah, and here comes a Destriger. Team Rapids, this is Commander Mitsuba, Grey Valley of the Earth Federation Forces, Captain of the Striker. We are responding to the request of support for Captain Simon of the GDF. The cavalry has arrived! The Godin sent a request for help? Let's regroup! So that's the GDF's new Ash MBs. I've heard the name, but not that they were capable of that. Good, wondering if you caught my last DM. Yeah, a bit. I might try, it's just, you know, I've been having to readjust to new work schedules at the moment. The project is one of the Federation's secret weapons, much like the Striker itself. Let's keep this up and wipe out the enemy. Who are you on? What have you done with our Izuru? He's just high on his lucky break. Shouldn't a leader be more authoritative? Why don't you pull back and let us handle this? And there's the pylon. The pilots of this team seem quite unique, don't they? We have heard it, they're abject failures. We're in no position to judge. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, Captain, what are the black bogies? Those are the Wulgaru, the enemies of all humanity. Those are... Never saw them on Earth. And now they enter the Earth sphere. You can't let a single one of them get away. All units, join Team Rabbits and intercept the Wulgaru. Here we go, it's our turn to strike back. And being that cool is why we think you've been body snatched. And hey, Station, if you're still here, take a look at these.
コニーフラッシュ行きます。こいつ。狙いが甘くて助かるよ。
Oh, look! Ancient Gundam. No, they're not Ancient Gundam, they're mass-produced Gundams. J-Gun, yep! Sure thing. We're under attack from deep space as we speak. My god, with something like this happening, how does Zanskar justify waging a war on the Earth sphere? You know how chud holes are. This is a real toe tapper, I gotta admit this. Hold up. Here we go. Alright, no worry, Larry. Hey, welcome. There we go. Man, what is good is wondering with stuff like this is going on in this world. We'll have to teach these guys the hard way what happens when you mess with Earthlings. Ah, here we go, your high energy particle cannon. Here you go. Here you go, Drac.
退治に精を出すか。やるぜ。多い家電入手を。もらった。
That was the Juria system? It was like I was someone else. Stay with us, Izuru. The fight's not over yet. You think you're a hero already just from this? If you are a hero, heroes aren't much to write home about. You got that? Get back in there. Roger that. Red 5, moving in. Alright, the Destriger.
さっきのはレッド5に助けてもらった。ウルガルと戦うために訓練してきたんだ。これで
There we go. What app do you use for your avatar, Chojin? It's actually called Reactive. It's a program that basically, it's a very simple program. All it does is it utilizes your mic. So it has two basic modes you see. You see one basically that's like this, where I'm idle. And then you see another one, which is what I'm talking with. It gives kind of a minimalistic approach, so it doesn't put a strain on resources. An idle and then a speaking image. Correct. Correct there, Traco. You win the solid Cupid doll. I swear that pink chick is basically just wrecking stuff. The great words of Master Mercer, how do you want to end it? We're ending it like this.
モビルスーツと似たような機体なら戦いようはある。数の上ではこちらが有利だ。ペギー、接近戦だよ。くらいな。落ちりゃいいんだよ。最後は一斉に。
And there we go. I swear, I like this song. Now we can take a look at an attack right here.
ウルガルのデータは解析済みよ。
怪我はない？
無事よ。反撃するわ。無駄よ。
Little pew pew ships. Yep. Those are Wulgaroo units, so we all know how those are. and we'll do how you want to do this.
ウルガル退治に精を出すか。やるぜ。多い家電入手を。もらった。よし、撃墜成功。
I always like the dynamic kills in this game. You made it. That was too close for comfort. If that warship hadn't come to help, we'd probably be toast. And we have to thank him. Oh, I plan to thank that beauty in the captain's seat very personally. Will you pay attention for a second? We have to get back to the Gardenon. Ahem. Actually, pilots, we have some news about that. We've been asked by Commander Simon to take custody of Team Rabbits on the Destriger. Excuse me? We've been graduated, put in new units, assigned to a new crew, and found out the Woolguru are attacking Earth all at once? I think I heard some brains exploding at that moment. Someone please explain this. Second, we had a really long day, deployed out of nowhere, chucked into prototypes, and at the end of that we got posted outside the GDF. Honestly, we don't know where to start ourselves. Whoa, dibs on him! Can you put a plug on your hormones for 5 frickin' minutes? Look, there's nothing any of us can do about it. The assignment comes from the top. The top? All we know is that our commander, Commodore Fikes, came to some sort of arrangement with MJP's Captain Simon. I'm Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley, Captain of the Destriger. Oh man, with a captain like this, I'll take a posting anywhere. You are both 10. Oh, Drac. What was that about hormones, Sugura? Ma'am, if I may, what kind of arrangement? Team Rabbits will be under Destriger's command and assist with our operations. Needless to say, not all of them will be Woolguru related. You already have received your personal effects and documentation for maintaining your units, so they really planned this out. That means it's not a new development. They've intended for this for some time. And we'll have to go with it. What? We don't have to roll over and take this, Captain, or not? A new assignment and a new unit getting dropped on us out of nowhere. The part about nearly getting wiped out didn't come from above, though. Stoopy doopy poopy. Ha ha. They don't hold back, do they? We understand the position you have been placed in. It was a failure, of course. That jinxed it. We're gonna be the fail 5 all over again. That kind of thinking is how we kept being failures. So do you think we're failures? Ahem. Anyway, we should introduce ourselves. I'm Mizuru Hitachi, team leader of the pilot of Red 5. I draw manga and my dream is to be a hero. No one cares about that! Yeah, expect hostile human NCP military forces to fucking monsters from the damn underworld. Ensign Toshikazu Asagi, reporting. I operate Blue 1 as Team Forward. Ken Kugimiya, Purple 2, in the control position. I'm Takami Iri. I'm the booster in Rose 3, and I love Shirokara. I'm Ataru Suguru, the sniper in Gold 4. It's a real pleasure to meet you, Captain. Pleasure's all mine. We're glad you're on the team. Many of us on this ship were assigned straight out of the academy, much like your own early graduation. We're all in the same boat and more than one. We have your back if you have ours. Of course. Also, the passengers of this vessel you save have sent their thanks to Team Rabbits. Goody! I'm glad they're all safe. And I'm glad Azuru flying off the handle actually did some good for a change. Same here. They're such a unique bunch, aren't they? They came from a school for military pilots, right? They seem like a ragtag bunch, or more frickin' honestly, a damn mess. What? Like we're all straight A's over here? Well, you're certainly not, Mr. Lone Wanderer. Come on! Have I not proved myself as a gainfully employed and productive pilot by now? Well, employed, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Team Rabbits. They used to be called the Fail 5. Whoa! What are you doing here, Maybe? Introducing myself to the new crew, Shikan. It's this little-known ritual called good manners. So what's the story with the Fail 5 thing? They were infamous around the Ganzare Cosmopolitan Academy. Glanzare? An MJP facility in the far east of Japan. MJP, the Military Junior Breed Academy. Basically boarding school for training military officers. Apparently, these 5 are especially good at causing problems. The nickname Fail 5 is a school-wide meme. Pretty well informed about this, I'm guessing that story wasn't exactly in their transfer files. Of course not! I researched it independently. I have a bit of a personal interest in NJP. Why would you have a personal... There's some interesting gossip about that program, so I'm keen to get to know their students. I'm similarly interested in you, by the way. If you're gonna ask a guy out, you gotta do a better job setting the mood. You wanna talk about reading the mood? Dude, you don't imply that about her, even as a joke. We can pick this up later. Let's focus on the guest of honor, shall we? Somehow, coming from you, that sounds a bit sinister. Captain, could you tell us about our next mission? You already received it. We'll be heading for the Gopher sector to do recon against Wolgaru scouts at the behest of the MJP's Captain Simon. Wolgaru scouts. Power plant Satoshi's stomach medicine acquired. And of course, she gets to be she's the mission MVP of the day. Figures. AOS update activated. Good work, we managed to update the AOS with the data acquired by the entire team. The AOS, or Advanced Organic Organizational Operations System, the system allows us to repeatedly update the ship systems and facilitate by processing the combat data we've obtained, which in turn enables a much more organic utilization of resources like our machines, weaponry, and staff, which is vital to our operations. This is more or less making the Striker's core system the heart of our operations. So our goal must be to complete missions as often as we can and keep updating the AOS over and over again. As congratulations for your first step in this endless journey of AOS improvement, I have some power parts for you. Make good use of them. Though the truth, it wasn't me who made these, it was the Striker's main system itself. The technicians need to just follow the plans produced by the Striker to assemble them. Think of it as a side effect of updating the system. The happier you make our system here, the more of this kind of thing you'll get, so go ship yourself with our boat. And we got a booster. Okay. AOS limiter unlocked. Another onboard mission. I got some news to report. We successfully in removing the limiter of the AOS. In other words, we've gone past the maximum theoretical limit the AOS was conceived, but this ship was designed. In short, we turned the Striker's main system into an unimaginable wonder. Almost seems like the Striker itself is surprised. It designed some very smart power parts to reward you with. Now let's keep going, shall we? Let's see if we can give the dress a real shock. And a credit gain meter. Okay. Before we do this, let's do some updates. Always go for the updates for the... Alright. Why do I keep hearing Star Trek theme? Oh, I don't. That's not the Star Trek theme. It's just the intermission thing. Oh, the climbing meta is like the one in the Star Trek hums. Ah, I see. Let's save this just in case. Ups. Here we are, free for all. As the Earth sphere descends into chaos, a clash of wills come to head on the battlefield. The Gopher Sector. The Striker briefing room. While we're in transit in the Gopher Sector, I want to make sure our staff is clear on the current situation in space. Whoa, this setup. It reminds me of classes back at the academy. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Well, hey, we both know how boring classes are. How about we talk about the future? Just the two of us? Wow, back in Glanzer, wow, were you allowed? Wow, back in Glanzer, were you allowed to hit on girls during class? No, Sugura's the only, yeah, the Gopher Sector. No, Sugura's the only idiot who ever tried. The rest of us normal students actually took our classes seriously. What's up, Uso? You look like you're having fun. Well, I just never got to go to a real school, so this is all pretty new to me. Really, how'd you learn all the stuff you know then, Uso? Oh, there was a huge computer bank in my house. I learned most of it just by studying it myself. Wowzers, Uso, you must be a genius! He's so special, alright, from his studies to his mechanical skills and even to his athletic abilities. No, come on, I'm not that special. My mom and dad have just raised me that way, that's all. Well, I guess that means Uso is homeschooled then. Neat! Your mom and dad, huh? Izuru? Now then, if we're all quite done with social hour, let's have the executive officers explain the state of the wider Earth sphere. Allow me then. Huh, the EXO usually comes across as a little bit spineless, but he seems pretty sure of himself today. Yeah, he's 20% more handsome than normal. As Draco would say, Tamaki, you are 10! Yeah, the EXO was an instructor back at the military academy, so this is all old hat. I'm sure you're all aware, Zanskare has been expanding its influence over the Earth sphere recently. Unfortunately, it's left the EFF entirely on the back foot. No real surprise, the EFF is still fighting with the Wulgaroo out past Mars. Plus, forces back planetside are overloaded dealing with key kaiju and robot criminals. One of the more common reasons given for the weak EFF response is the constant alertness against Zeon threats. Really? I thought Neo Zeon was pretty much under control between Char's Rebellion and the Laplace Box incident. Here's a little refresher for you people. Char's Rebellion. It's a conflict initiated by Char Aznable, the supreme leader of Neo Zeon. It's also known as the Second Neo Zeon War. After purchasing the asteroid Axis from the Earth Federation, Char planned on dropping it on Earth to cause a new ice age. His plan was, however, thwarted by Londo Bell, an autonomous corps led by Captain Bright Noah. Following the detonation intended to destroy the asteroid, a large piece of Axis remained on a collision course route with Earth. However, the fragment was eventually engulfed in light and moved away from the planet's gravity. The gravity well. This inexplicable phenomenon went down in history as the Axis shock. Char Aznable and Lieutenant Amuro Ray were engaged on their own personal duel during these events, disappearing without a trace, and were declared MIA. Laplace Box Incident. This references the conflicting surrounding Laplace's box, also known as the Third Neo-Zeon War. This mystery-shrouded contents of the box were rumored to be able to change the world from the ground up. The box was sought by 3 different sides. The Sleeves, remnants of Neo-Zeon, wanted to use it to ruin the Earth Federation, the Earth Federation, who wanted to destroy it to keep the status quo, as well as the specific civilian party in the form of the Vist Foundation, who wanted to hold it as a bargaining chip. In the end, the Sleeves ceased all activities with the loss of Full Frontal, their commander, and the contents of Laplace's box. The real Universal Century Charter were revealed to the world by Minva Zabi, the last descendant of the Zabi family. When we say Zeon, I don't just mean Neo-Zeon, but also the Republic of Zeon. Alright? After the 1-year war, the former Principality of Zeon started to transition their government into a republic. With the fall of the Zabi family, the leaders of the Principality of Zeon, Prime Minister Darcia Bacaro, became the nation's representative of the Earth Federation, granted Zeon their right to self-govern. Under direction of Foreign Minister Monaghan Bacaro, the Republic of Zeon supported the Sleeves, remnants of Neo-Zeon, during the Laplace Box incident. Later on, a Republican squadron under orders of Minister Monaghan were sent to capture the Pharynx. The Republic of Zeon, that's after the 1-year war, the Side 3 colony where the original Principality of Zeon was based out of adopted a republic form of government. 1-year war. A war sparked by the Principality of Zeon, declaration of independence from the Earth Federation. War ended with the capture of the space fortress Solomon, the fall of Baraku, and the death of the Zabi family leaders of Zeon. Conversely, Neo-Zeon was purely anti-EFF organization formed from believers in the old Zabi family's philosophies. Though both use the name Zeon, in practice they're nothing alike. Very good, both of you are well studied, I see. As Kay just said, the Republic of Zeon and Neo-Zeon are in theory separate organizations at first glance. However, there's no end to talk that the Republic backs Neo-Zeon's activities. What? So wait, the Republic's tricking the Federation while they're helping out terrorists? Mean cheap jerks. I understand how you feel, but that's the kind of world we live in. They're not the only problem here. The real problem is the Federation's too weak these days to step in and deal with this crap. All of that combined with the reason why it remains important to be aware of Zeon's activities even with Neo-Zeon largely suppressed. We can't say for sure that it's most likely the Republic of Zeon is taking a neutral stance, letting the EFF and Zanskar soften each other up. So there's no other chance they'll align with one side or the other. I mean, 2 former distant rivals joining forces for a greater goal. Sounds like a plot twist from your kind of manga, Izuru. Well, here's hoping reality goes as well as in fantasy. Naturally, there's no way that Zeon would ever side with the Federation, but I also couldn't even see them choosing to accept rule under Zanskar. Why is that? Zeon's principal belief is fundamentally the right of space noids to autonomy and self-determination. Meanwhile, Zanskar's goal is to unify humanity under Mariaism. Okay, so I'm a fuzzy on that. What is Mariaism? Mariaism is a concept proposed by the Queen of the Zanskar Empire, Maria Pura Ammonia. Simply put, it's the belief that humanity's unceasing wars are the result of patriarchal societal norms. Therefore, by converting the world into a matriarchal society, it will be possible for all of humanity to achieve a peaceful way of life. At least, that's the theory. Real lovely thought, right? Especially coming from a bunch of insane murderers tossing victims into guillotines. Correct. The pacifist ideology represented by Mariaism and the rule throughout fear symbolizes by the guillotine. These 2 opposing sides are the coin that clearly shows the contradictions of Zanskar. No one in their right mind would let a group like that rule the world. The League Militaire was formed by people who thought just that, in fact. What's wrong? It's just, well, Izuru said fight them, but being stationed aboard this ship, we are going to have to fight these people, right? We're part of the GDF, which is an organization dedicated solely to opposing the Wulgarus, so, well, none of us really imagined we'll be engaging other humans, taking part in a real war, that is. Ah, of course. You're not going to fight, is that it? We owe you an answer to that? Nope. please don't try and tell us what to do. We will participate in your battles. We are soldiers after all. Look, I agree with you. This ain't the time for humanity to be flinging hot lasers at each other. But we have a reason, a damn good reason to fight, as long as that's true that we can't back down. Reason to fight? You don't really have a horse in this race, I get it, but I'm not going to try and push you. But you know what? You go out on the battlefield without being totally sure of yourself, and you'll die. On the battlefield. Die? Do a whole lot of that. A reason to fight. Maybe you're right, but we don't have one, and I don't want to die. That's right, Izuru. That's why we have to fight. Because there is no other choice. I get it, Uso. I don't like the guillotines either myself. Besides, if we're going to fight the Wulgaru, we need to stop fighting other humans. What do you say? We will fight. We will fight as part of the EFF to bring war to an end. Does that sound good, everyone? Yeah, that'll do, at least for now. Wow, Izuru, that's a heck of a statement, especially coming from you. Yeah, who are you and what did you do with Izuru? Ah, you big glory hound. I want to be the one with the cool line. Ha ha. Okay, good stuff. I'm glad to see we all have some real spirit. Don't go dying onto me out there, Team Rabbits. Yes, ma'am. Now then, let me explain the Striker's broad mission plan up here. While our mission against Zanskar are urgent, our top priority is to deal with the Wulgaru advancing team that's entered the Earth sphere. MJP has analyzed the Wulgaru actions in the Ararat sector and determined their main forces are likely stationed in the Gopher sector. We're heading to Gopher to investigate? Correct. However, we noticed Zanskar units acting in the Gopher sector as well. Wait, so if the Striker moves forward with this, we may come in contact with Zanskar. Yep, this ship kinda stands out. Well past Alert Line 1 in 2 hours. All hands remain on standby in preparation for any unexpected circumstances. Zanskar and the Wulgaru. Whichever one we meet, it's gonna be a fight, so... Free for all! There we go. That's a little organized. Our resolve tapped a bit. What happens now? We just recruited some new units and now we're going to be fighting the Wulgaru and, of course, Zanskar. All units ban out and investigate the surroundings. Well, it's not like we found anything notable in the area, so we checked so far. If we don't find anything in the end, we should be grateful we were worried over nothing. Of course, I seriously doubt we won't find anything. Detecting a unit approaching. It's Zanskar! You come for us, Zanskar. Knew it. Still, ain't the biggest welcoming committee I've ever seen. For the Federation and League military joint units that Chronicle failed to break. So it seems unfamiliar with this in this formation. There should be a foe worthy of my time. Your orders, Captain? Attack immediately. That or defeat will be a good present for young soldiers like Chronicle. Perhaps he'll learn to respect his elders. Besides, with these forces we can't possibly lose. Captain, Zanskar looks like they're moving to engage. Exactly as we expected. Then we fight back. There are quite a few enemies. I'll run through you the basics. It's okay, Mabet. We can handle them just fine. All units engage at will. Be cautious, however. The enemy's making some bold maneuvers. They might try reinforcements waiting. All units be alert. Something's approaching. It's Neo Zeon's remnants. They're preparing to attack. Looks like we have a three-way brawl on our hands. Ah! Neo Zeon City is slowly targeting our forces. What the heck? Hey, didn't we just have a lecture about how Zeon and Zanskar couldn't get along? Complaining about the lecture won't change anything right now. No matter now, just deal with the reality right in front of us. Heh. Exactly as calculated. Now we can simply overpower them. They got the numbers. They got the initiative too. We're gonna be overwhelmed. Damn it, but at least we can buy a little time. Everyone fall back now! That was one big beam. Enemy unit approaching. Is that a Gundam? Got a similar head. I have a match on our database with a quasi-Psychomu equipped with the suit produced by the Anaheim Electronics Company. This unit appears to be a variation of the match, the Silver Bullet. I can't be sure though, it's not broadcasting an IFF signal. Looks like it's fighting the Neo Zeon forces. It's an ally! It's an ally! Sure, guessing that we'll go with for now. I don't know what pit you dragged yourself out of, but the last moment you'll regret to daring to strike Abra Pripendent. Captain, the Silver Bullet's not responding to our attempts to communicate. All units engage Neo Zeon, Scanskar, and keep an eye on the Silver Bullet. Running into a situation like this must be all part of its plan. I can't fire the beam magnum again, not with that thing like it is, but also can't just turn around and ignore this. I gotta stop this before the worst she feared actually happens. We gotta protect that unit. Here we go. I want end it.
モビルスーツとの戦いも慣れたもんだ。前に入った。女王マリアンに光あれ。
マリア主義なんてお題目を聞く気はないんだよ。好きにはさせないよ。
反応が鈍い。駆動系か。名前だけは立派なゲリラどもが。ここまでだ。
昼寝でもしてんのかい。
Well, he died. Yeah, he died.
誰も死なせはしないんだからね。懐が甘い。
ザンスカール帝国に。
ザンスカールが引かないと言うならお前たちなんか。
もうダメだ。
Here we go.
釣り目のモビルスーツ。
With cat's
可愛
eyes,
くないわね。
but it's still ugly.
敵機捕捉。パターン入力。逃がさない。
あのモビルスーツは俺が引き受けた。本番はここからだ。
And
なんださっきの攻撃は。相手をしてやるぞ GDF の新型。ここまでだ。
ちゃんとできたみたいだね。
ちゃんとってなんだよ、ちゃんとって。
there we go.
戦争を終わらせるためにもやるんだ。ソードカウンターで。まだまだ。
Oh, cool. I can actually move this guy. Alright, let's take a look at what this guy is anyway. Shall we? War between the EFF and Zanskar is only spreading. Maybe we ultimately can't do anything to fight the flow of history. But even so, I'll fight anyway.
死角から
ダメだ。
He just stomped on that guy. Really, the Republic of Xeon pulling the strings of these foes? If it is, then I will oppose anything that would make her hurt. That would make her sad. You regret being foolish enough to come to Space League Militaire. I know this pilot. I fought him back down on Earth too. I've been given command of this fleet, so I must prove I'm worthy of it. Your corpse will prove that quite nicely. You'll happily endanger the whole world and use Maryism as a justification to do anything you want, won't you? He is a simp. Yeah.
捕らえたわ。
機体を捨てるしかない。
恐怖政治なんてやる連中は
And there we go.
私たちの連携を見せるよ。こっちで気をそらす。やらせるか。もらった。
撤退するしかない。
Yes, we'll do that. There we go.
しまった。もう機体が持たない。
Magnetic coating. You better than I give you credit for. I'll remember this defeat. Your gigantic Federation battleship. You'll pay for it. There we go.
あの敵と私の恋が実るのどっちが早いかな。
負け確実じゃないか。
突っ込んでってドーン。敵マンモス塩辛パワー。やっぱ塩辛は無敵なのら。
ダメだ。うわー れた任務をしっかり果たす。
And there we go.
相手を追い込むんだ。そこだ。はあ。
Oh, it's called Majestic Prince. So that's the now we just and then there was only one. Prince in Majestic Prince are basically the mech pilot's name. GMO'd kids. Yep. This isn't a mobile suit, is it? It's one of those machines employed by the GDF, that GDF organization. If you ever heard of the GDF, surely you know now isn't the time for humanity to be fighting amongst each other. You know nothing, of course. We will defeat any aliens that would dare attack us. Once humanity united under the Zanskar Empire, that is. And we get to see a support attack for you folks. Looks like my target is the commander unit. Should be a worthy foe. You're hardly capable of being a foe at all. Begone, scum! Nice, really killing the villain role, buddy. Well, that means I don't have to give any reason to hold back.
相手してやるぜ、ザンスカール。そこにいたのが運の尽きだ。落ちろ。これくらいは朝飯前だぜ。
気をそらしてくれさえすれば、そこは射程内よ。
私をここまで追い詰めるとはやるな。
Well, here we go. Let's see if this works. Just notice that you are the character with the most gaudy look. Yeah, that's the problem. Anyway.
やるしかないじゃないか。物干し竿を使う。食らえ。
しまった。
And we got a repair kit. He's an anime main character. Is he an anime main character? He dead? Nope. Not big surprised. Suits Chojin. Hey! He is a very anime main character. Suits Chojin. Hey, I'm not that gaudy. What a failure! However, you'll find Abio Pipidin is not unprepared for worst-case scenarios. There's even more baddies? Well, we only got one choice. Fight through every last one of them. Wait, hold on. More contacts are inbound from a different direction. The Wulgaru! Check it out! That's a real big one they got with them. Captain! Yes, if they have a warship, that must mean the main forces of the advanced team from before. Now the cursed aliens who've been obliterating our forces in this area show up? Zanskar Captain, this is Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley of the Earth Federation Forces, Captain of the Destriger. As you are surely aware, the Wulgaru are the enemy of all humanity. I propose we cease fire and fight them together. L3 is Federation territory. You should fight your own battles yourself. What? Zanskar's retreating. What a jerk! He doesn't get it, does he? Captain, your orders? So be it. We'll have to do this with or without him. Not because it's Federation space, but for the survival of all humanity. Roger that, ma'am. This sends shivers down my spine. Now we're really talking. Silver Bullet Pilot, are you in agreement? Yes. Huh, he's a jerk, but I guess he's not all bad at least. Just like you, Chojin. Just like you, Chojin. Haro, I'm not a jerk. I'm just too cool to be social. All units, commence the attack. We will destroy this Wulgaru advance team here and now. Won't let it get an inch closer. Welp. Please. Oh, I see. You got to... yeah, that Haro is crazy. And here come the Wulgaru.
ウルガルはここで食い止める。一気に飛び込む。
逃がすものか。
ガンイージーより乗り心地がいいね。数の上ではこちらが有利だ。
I always like these team up
マ
attacks.
ッフリアかましてやる。もらった。これでシュラク隊行け。
なるべく楽して勝つ。リブスラッシャー。
There we go.
あいつを切り裂け。
Take a look at the Vulcan cannon. The Legions have reached the Earth sphere. Even facing humanity, this thing can't stop this war.
彼女の力になる。そのためには見えている。
落ち着いて対処すれば離脱はさせない。逃がしはしないわ。落ちなさい。
Here we go.
ウルガル退治に精を出すか。やるぜ。多い家電入手法。もらった。よし、撃墜成功。
Mid-sized enemy warship looks to be the core of the Rogoro line. Mid-size? So they come even bigger than this thing? Hell no complaints from me. I don't even need an aim to hit that thing. Don't charge in too far, Zuri Tamashi. One solid hit from that ship's guns could take you all out for good. Right to that, but the only real chance we've got is to get close and blind spot it anyway. Let's do it, everyone. Let's kick this Bulgar out of the Earth sphere. Here we go. Just trying to figure out what to hit. Shred him and forget him. All Wolgarulu units have been destroyed. Man, their machines sure do explode good, huh? Yeah, and thanks to that, it's almost impossible getting any data on our enemy. Gonna head out? Hey, thanks, you really saved our bacon. Would you be willing to tell us what organization you're with, Silver Bullet? Can't say anything. Ideally, I ask you to forget you ever saw me. Who was that? For that matter, what was that all about? Whoever it was, he's a good person. I can be sure, Uso. I just can. Well, Uso's usually right about this sort of thing. What's that mean, boss? The boy feels so directly, so purely. I'm sure whoever that guy was, he must have been a little like our Uso. That makes zero sense. See, this isn't even the problem. The real problem is Zansker and the Neo-Zeon remnants are actually working together. Captain, I'll report to Commodore Fikes about today's events, including about the Wolgaroo. However, I'll keep the Silver Bullet's involvement hidden. Are you sure about it? It's the only way we can show our appreciation. Surprisingly considerate, Mitsuba. I'm hurt that you're surprised. Of course, it's all assuming that whatever organization he's with is not an enemy of ours or of humanity. Understood. Besides, to fight our host of enemies, we will need more allies, more forces. Therefore... I've reported to Commodore Fikes about the Zansker and the Neo-Zeon remnants, as well as our destruction of the Wolgaroo advance team. We'll be continuing to patrol L3 for the time being? No, the Striker's been given a new mission. Any chance you can share with the class? Chojin. Hey, you're not allowed on the bridge without permission. Do you have some business here? Oh, come on. We aren't in combat or anything. I'm just here to get some FaceTime with the boss. Boss? You mean Commodore Fikes? That's the one. Though I'd like to thank him for the job. Unfortunately, the meeting ended some time ago. And let's pick up where we left off. Where's the next mission? Alright, I'll tell you and the bridge crew together. The Striker's jurisdiction has been extended starting today. We can now carry out operations anywhere within the Earth sphere. So we're officially an independent force of the EFF now. Correct. We are formally operating on the Independent Corps Dreikreuz. Dreikreuz, German for 3 crosses. Our long journey begins at Military Academy 30. In Roman numerals, triple X, 3 crosses, also represents 3 intersections we stand for. Between military and civilians, the Earth and space, and the past and the future. At least, that's my proposal as captain. But if someone has an idea, I'm open for it. We can choose our team name, so we can name our group whatever we want it to be. What would be a good name? Oh! Band of the Chuckle Fucks. That wouldn't be good, but you're thinking. Oh. I know. Well. I want a space, but I guess they won't let it. Hold up. Okay, got it. So it's the right pronunciation. Squad name will be set as Gargoyle Squadron. Okay, to proceed? Very well, we'll be known as Gargoyle Squadron from here on out. The Gargoyle Squadron will, from this point forward, commence operations with unlimited jurisdiction. Where does that mean we're going exactly? Commodore Fikes has given us a number of possible liturgies. One is to travel to the orbit base and follow orders there to descend down into Earth's atmosphere. I intend to use this chance to seek help from the forces on the surface to help fight Zansker and other forces. That's not what I meant. What's our end goal here? Chojin, watch your tone with the captain. I'm as much a member of the Gargoyle Squadron as anyone. I have a right to know. And I'm the one who named it, so I do not want that answer, damn it. Then I'll grant, but you should be seriously mind your tone. Mr. Exo, is there a reason you don't like me speaking to the captain? Not at all. It's just that my duties include... Please, Reynold, I'll answer Chojin myself, if you don't mind. Well, our goal is, what we're working toward is the unification of Earth. Unification of Earth? So, world domination. That's what it takes, and that's what we'll do. Wait, are you for real? Our mission as per Earth Unification Proclamation is to fight each and every enemy of peace. If that means going to war with global powers, I for one stand ready. I believe right now that the duty of those who wield power... Alright. Cuba, consider me on board with this Earth Unification Proclamation. Chojin, tell everyone else where the Gargoyle Squadron is headed. Thank you, Chojin. Well then, Captain, your orders? Right. Well, with that out of the way, the Gargoyle Squadron will start operating under the Earth Unification Proclamation. Aye, aye, Captain. Now, we can finally begin our grand mission in earnest, fighting as hard as we can for the dream of world peace. You can now change the squad name during the intermission under System. Power plant thruster module acquired. And of course, I made Mission Ace. Huh. Unification of Terra. You mean the unification of Holy Terra, heretic? Big E is happy. I'm sure he's laughing on his golden throne at the moment. Having expanded scope of activity in the entire Earth sphere, the Destroyer sets out for its next battlefield, and they full well know that the far across Earth sphere. Well, we just completed Chapter 1. Now we get to do Chapter 2. Mitsuba's Resolve. These are some interesting stuff we can get in some of our side stories. Not mandatory, but stuff we could do. Plus, we also got some bonus missions we could choose too. So we're gonna do the side stuff. Hey. Oh, do you need something from me? Oh, it's nothing big, just... I want to hear a bit more about your Earth Unification thing. Exactly what I said when I proposed it. Fighting and opposing all enemies in order to unite humanity, with enemies here meaning anyone who wants to take peace and freedom from people. I won't hesitate to fight existing authorities and organizations to accomplish that goal. Have you been thinking about this since you were a student or something? In vague terms, at least, I think our world is worth loving, but I also think that doesn't mean it shouldn't change for the better. After I become the captain of the Destroyer and gain the ability to fight, that thought turned into something more specific. And that leads to our little declaration. I'm surprised myself, to be honest. I almost can't believe I declared it out loud like that. Really? Look at me right now. I feel like I'm about to collapse from the pressure at any moment. Don't tell anyone about my cries of confidence, okay? I'd have a mutiny on my hand. I'm not so sure, but alright. Are you scared? Scared to fight under my command? Hell no, as long as I get what I want, I work to earn that pay. Well, this isn't to say that's just about money, because I do agree with what you're saying too. Chojin, I'll do this for the world, for myself, and... Captain, it's about time for a meeting, so you need to hurry. Aw, come on, this was the perfect opening for my killer line. Why'd you have to show up? Killer line? What are your intentions toward the captain just now? Good question. Maybe exactly the same as your intentions. Chojin, well, I managed to say most of what I wanted to say. Hang in there, Captain. Yes. Well, then, XL, I'll go ahead and stop being an obstacle to you. What an incredibly suspicious man. He certainly is that. But ironically, I also believe he's very trustworthy. Ma'am? That's just my intuition speaking mind. Chojin Darius. The Destroyer, the Huckabee, and him. This could be very interesting. The Destroyer's Challenge. Wanted a meeting with me, Chief Mavi? Is there something the matter? Do you believe it's not me? The Destroyer wants a favor from you. The Destroyer wants what now? ship's main system is a built-in independent AI, right? The AI wants to test us. Test us how exactly? The Destroyer has been accumulating data from all of the Gargoyle Squadron's battles, and it seems to have synthesized combat simulator routines from that data and assigned them to as onboard missions. And now, well, the best we can put it up is that the Destroyer is challenging us to beat it. The Destroyer is challenging us? In more than one way, it's got some interesting ideas of what to throw up against. Computer-generating training courses for us sounds like a good idea. It gets even better. If we manage to beat these simulations, we stand to win fabulous prizes. Then we really do have to step up and accept, don't we? Don't forget, they're just simulations. They're not worth slacking our day jobs for. You're right, we can look into them when we have time between missions. You got this, Captain. It may be the Great Warship Destroyer, but don't let forget we're the invincible Gargoyle Squadron. Right, if the Destroyer wants us to test, we'll pass on with flying colors. Wanted to see me, Chief Mappy? Is there something the matter? Well, I know this is a big ask with us focus on Earth unification and all, but I need to make a few stops. Stops? So, you know I dabble in a little studying ancient civilizations, right? The truth is, I've been trying to locate relics of prehistoric civilizations for a long time. What kind of prehistoric civilization are we talking about here? Are we talking about the strange aliens that control dinosaur kind, or are we talking about the Yabba Dabba Doo kind? We know that there were hyper-advanced people living on Earth before mainline recorded history with technologies way beyond what we have today. If my research is even kind of right, relics of those civilizations are still buried all over the world, ripe for the taking. So you were hoping that you could use the resources of Gargoyle Squadron to investigate up close. Of course, I'm not just being selfish here. I'm sure to analyze all the ancient tech will allow me to develop some very interesting parts. I checked with the Destroyer's main system and backs me up on that. Very well. If it'll help Gargoyle Squadron, I have no objection. But remember that the first part is unify Earth and bring freedom and peace to its people. Investigating these ancient relics are strictly a side objective. It's all good. The unification Earth will carry on whether we search for relics or not. If we happen to pass by a spot where I predict a relic will be, we can just swing by and take a look. Where are these relics precisely? When I say they're all over the world, I mean it. Let's see. For ones, I already got leads on, well, there's on Earth, there's Asia, Europe, North and South America, Oceania, and Africa. And out in space, we got some in the L3, L4, and L5 clusters, and on the moon, too. About the redacted due to spoiler? If you're referring to, what, ancient civilizations, or are you talking about the infamous database from W? I don't know. Very well, I'll keep these off strategic missions, since they're not officially on our charter, but go ahead and note your points of interest on the map. I'll make sure to investigate objectives include the word relic for clarity. Roger that, Captain. Oh, and one more thing, yes? I have a suspicion we won't be the only ones interested in these relics. If we start digging for one, we're gonna have company, and I expect they'll mean business. If we don't have the firepower for it right then, we can always put it on our back burner. Naturally, we'll begin our investigation once we're prepared for heavy combat. Okay, glad that's settled, Captain. You won't forget this. But we also got a cool thing. We also got some DLC missions. So we're gonna do a few extra ones and maybe do one right here, but we're gonna choose a few units and get some stuff ready. So let's get some new units in our fold, shall we? Spirit of Steel, shall we? This one's my personal. Also, we got the world map, so in the future we can always take a look and see what we got. So while we're at it, Spirit of Steel. Striker Bridge. We'll be arriving at the DBD site momentarily. DBD, Dimensional Boundary Distortion Phenomena. I heard they've been reset in multiple locations recently, as if our world was enough turmoil already. We don't have time to complain. For now, we're starting the investigation. We've detected combat in the vicinity of our destination. Which forces are involved? Unknown. Neither are affiliated with the EFF. Mobile teams, prepare to scramble. The Gargoyle Squadron will rush into the site. What's going on here? We were training near Jupiter a few seconds ago. That's the Earth, isn't it? Are you saying we were thrown from Jupiter to Earth in a matter of seconds? I can only assume it happened because we fell into that dimensional distortion, but Captain, I've confirmed our location. We're in Earth's satellite orbit. So it was a warp. I'm afraid not. There are subtle yet defined differences between the Earth we know and the Earth in front of us. Hold on, are you saying it's the Earth but not our Earth? That's one way to put it. So this is, what, a parallel universe? That's more likely the answer. Gotta be kidding me. We should thoroughly assess the situation. Let's try to contact the inhabitants of this world. Wait, I'm detecting multiple signal approaching heat signatures. Who the hell are these guys? They're certainly not of a terrestrial origin. This is Lieutenant Aya Kobayashi of the SRX team affiliated with the Earth Federation forces. Please respond. We are not hostile. May I request a meeting? We are in need of information. Looks like they're not much for talking. Oh! That's a good question, Drac. These are the SRX team. They're one of the many Bamprestos originals. And the mech you're seeing is known as Super SRX, which is composite of 3 units known as R1, R2, and R3. Think of it basically as an original Megazord. Then we gotta fight. There's no way I'm dying in some unknown world. It's your call, Lieutenant. You're authorized for battle. We're returning fire in self-defense. Okay, let's roll through them with the SRX. We have to be prepared for anything. We can't remain combined forever, so it may be wiser to decombine. Or we could just take them out fast and it won't be a problem. I agree with Ryosei on this one, Lieutenant. I'll conserve the Tronium engine's power. Alright. Sorry, I know how it's hard for them to maintain the TK field this long. Don't worry about me. I have no intention of dying in a foreign world either. With that out of the way, let's do this! Alright then. I don't know what you are, but you can't stop the SRX. And here we go. I'll show you guys some fun with this thing. How do you feel, Aya? You okay in there? Don't worry about me. Focus on the enemy. Roger, but you know right away if you're in pain. Stay sharp, Ryosei. Those machines seem to be the product of an extraterrestrial civilization. Their concept design is closer to the Arrogators than that, so it's ours. Not Megazord, but Getter Robo. All more reason to fight. This may not be our world, but the SRX is still sworn to protect the Earth.
コンピューターなんぞにやられてたまるか。くらえくらえくらえ。
What the fuck? A Putut mech? A Brute mech? No, it's not a Proto mech. I said Brute. I know. That's what I said. And it just whipped. What a chud burger. But every time I hear Brute mech, I'm imagining a Koba mech. A Koba Zord. Brute is in the truncated protogen that's only a head and a pair of legs. Oh. Yeah, it's much easier on the last one, but then again, I ain't surprised. There we go. Well, let's take a look at this move. By the way, can a protoform or brute do this? Not that.
100年早いんだよ
But this.
売られた喧嘩は買ってやるぜ外すなよ流星ガウンジェノサイダー
Oh, right, forgot. It had a friend.
回避に失敗したようだなハリ今のはなかったことにしてくれ
Oh, really? They ran off. Damn. They're retreating. They're probably simple recon units. We never found out who attacked us, though. And the SRX was able to resist. And the lieutenant seems fine. Well, time for the big question. What now? You need to get in contact with someone. Intelligent beings, preferably. Down alert, you two. I'm detecting a massive heat signature incoming. Holy smokes, that is one colossal battleship! Could it be the source of those unmanned units? It appears to be Earth-made, but I am Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley of the Gargoyle Squadron, Earth Federation Autonomous Corps. We've come to confirm the situation. Please respond. Earth Federation. Could it be the same organization that exists in our world? Well, it sounds like we can talk to these guys. Captain Ayako Bayashi of the SRX team affiliated with the Earth Federation forces. The SRX team? I've never heard of them. I suppose they might be a classified special squadron. That heavy SR of theirs is not in our database, Mitsuba. Captain Kobayashi, we're here to investigate the DBD. We'd like to ask you a few questions. You're welcome to come aboard. Please follow the guidelines and enter our hangar. Let's go, Aya. At least we'll be able to settle down. Of course you would be so reckless. Hold it, Ryusei. What now? I know it's another world, but they're still EFF. I'm sure we can talk about them. Music got a bit rot back there. What do you mean by rot? So you'd rather have us drift through space for the rest of our lives? Ryu, head for the ship. Are you sure about that, Captain? Ryusei is right. We don't know enough to survive on their own either. Let's make contact first. but be ready to run for at a moment's notice just in case. And I've just noticed that I got 5 people watching my stream. That's pretty cool. Roger that, and Ryusei, I know it's hard for you, but stay vigilant. I get it, sheesh, but seriously, I don't think it'll come to that. Oh, Rise of the Triad. What do you think that? Call it a hunch. I don't think we're going to have to fight that ship. In fact, I think I've seen it somewhere before. That's about all I can say about the phenomenon we encountered. Parallel worlds, while they've been proven to exist, I never thought we'd encounter them in such fashion. I suppose it'll come as a surprise, still, having compared to our knowledge, it's the only possible... Yes, but you're looking at live examples. You can only accept the truth no matter how crazy it sounds. Chief Mappy, sorry to butt in, Captain, but this topic is right up my alley. No need to apologize, tell me what you think. There's nothing to think. As I said, they can only accept what you see as the truth. Personally, I'm more interested to know how exactly the dimensional boundary was broken, if only temporarily. You seem like a sciencey type. You wouldn't happen to know how we can go back home, would you? That's out of my area of expertise, sorry. Multi-OS game that was pretty prog rock melodies. Ah. Actually, I'm afraid that's out of anyone's expertise. You can't really major in interdimensional travel, you know. That means we're stuck here. It's too soon to give up, guys. Ryu, we're able to come here. There has to be a way to go back, I'm sure of it. We're alive, so we'll only have to keep looking until we find one. When there's life, there's hope. Ooh, an optimist. I like that. You'll fit right in with the Gargoyle Squadron. Are you suggesting... I am. How about it, Captain? Why not invite them on our team? Considering their strengths, we can't just let them wander around without rhyme or reason. I'd say finders keepers, we could certainly use them. So you admit you'll be taking advantage of us? Of course, at the same time you'll be taking advantage of us in return. Pardon? Our team, the Gargoyle Squadron, is an autonomous corps. We have a ton of freedom, including choice of personnel. Our area of operations is pretty wide, so we gather a lot of intel. We can run to something that might help you. Long story short, you'll be sharing that intel with us in exchange for cooperation. Got it. I love it when things go this easy. You think that'll work for us too? But, from my understanding, the Gargoyle Squadron is basically like the Londo Bell. The Londo Bell, you say? It's a squadron we're affiliated with. Their cause is the same as yours. There's actually a Londo Bell on our Earth as well. They may not be our world, but it's still Earth, and we just gotta fight for its peace, at least until we go home. Glad to hear that, truly. If you do assist us, be assured that you'll never be forced to take part in our operations against your will. I understand, Commander Mitsuba. In return for your protection, the SRX team will hereby join the Gargoyle Squadron. Thank you, Captain, and welcome aboard. Ryu, Rai, is that alright with you? Your call, Captain. We trust your judgment. No objections here. Wasn't sure to expect after all those drone detectives, but I think we're all set now. That means you'll be fighting with us, right? Welcome aboard. I hope we can get along. Uso, did you end up here as well? I'm sorry. Have we met? Don't you recognize me? Ryu, they may look the same, but these aren't our friends. They must be their parallel versions from this world. Parallel version? What's this about parallel versions? I've read in a manga. It was a cool story about a world almost exactly like ours that exists in another dimension. In other words, a parallel world. Does that mean that you are... Indeed. I don't really get it, but it sounds like you're far away from home. It must be tough. We'll be fighting together as comrades from now on, so let us know if you need anything. We'll try to help whatever we can. Thanks, buddy. I'm glad this Uso's a nice kid as well. For starters, I'd like to know all about the robots of this world. Look at them. He's supposed to be a parallel version, but Ryusei's getting along with him like he's second nature. I wonder if we'll run into other familiar faces. Dimensional boundary distortions reported in multiple locations throughout the world, and now visitors from a parallel world. What's going on exactly? I don't know yet, but I have a very bad feeling I just can't shake. And we got some new parts. Our first basis. And we didn't get much any points. But anyway, we got some new units, so we better start. We still got a few others we can go to. Let's choose another mission, guy, shall we? Moving to the mission point, go for sector. Proceed. Oh, and if you see these little things, watch. You get experience, score points, and 20 power points on missions. So these are perfect. And we also got some relic missions, so I think we could take a look. Okay, let's do Dimensional Diver. The Striker Bridge. We'll be arriving at the DBD momentarily. For the last several weeks, they've been popping up from time to time across the world. Just when war escalates, you run into this. We stand against anything that is a threat to peace and freedom, be it war, natural disaster, whatever it is. Ma'am, it looks like there's combat occurring at the target side. Both sides are undefined. We have no report for other forces in this vicinity. Part of the mission to ascertain this information. Mobile teams, prepare for scramble. The Gargoyle Squad will rush you to the site. The cool thing about the DLC missions is you'll find units that you might not see often. And I'll give you a spoiler alert. One of them is something you probably is from a franchise you wouldn't expect to be in this series. The Didarian. What was that light? Am I in space? Hey, Pura. It's going pretty well. We're doing DLC. Mega's in here. I don't see the Rock Callum anywhere. I've been transferred here alone? Doesn't seem like the gate is open. I've never seen anyone quite like them. I don't know who you're supposed to be, but if you're going to attack me, that one thing is clear. You are my enemy! Nidoran's decast skills activate under 50% HP, allowing you to turn mortal danger into victory. Basically, he's like Lucario. The enemy must be defeated. Go. This looks like looks like an armor. Well, you're right on that. Didarian is Holek nerve.
お前たちが何者だろうと仕掛けてくるのなら針の目よ光の刃
Oh, he missed. Chudburger. Oof.
力じゃない 思い通りにはならないお前たちが何者だろうと
Let's see if we can get lightning striking again.
光よ震え刃よ
Oh, stay still! Just let it happen! Still gonna try and see if I can get a DK on this thing.
お前たちは敵だ針の目よ光の刃
Okay, I frickin' give up on this stupid thing.
俺には届かない
they're retreating. Is this one of the worlds I'm familiar with, or is this another parallel world? If it wasn't a gate that brought me here, then who was responsible? Whatever the case, I need to get some information first. The battleship, it's much larger than the Rakalium. Pilot of the White Meg, do you copy? I am Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley of the Gargoyle Squadron, Earth Federation Autonomous Corps. Please confirm the situation. We come to confirm the situation. Please respond. I am Dita Rian, affiliated with the Londo Bell. The Londo Bell. That would be the Autonomous Corps led by Captain Bright Nova. I've never heard of them possessing a mobile weapon even remotely like this one, though. I see. This confirms that I must be been transferred to an unfamiliar parallel world. Parallel world? Displaced to the DBD. It's not the first time I've been displaced to a parallel world. I'm sorry, who are you? I believe the further questions are in order, ma'am. We would like to ask you a few questions, Dia Rian. Would you mind coming aboard? Please follow instructions to dock with our ship. Once you disembark from the machine, we can assess the situation. I am not a pilot. Calmly and... Pardon? I, myself, am Dita Rian. What? Here we go. There's your answer. Draco, right here. Right here. So to put it briefly, you transform into Dita Rian. Forgive me, but nobody will ask if I don't, so how? Just how? I don't know the answer myself. I lost a great deal of my memory. You look like, well, a relatively normal human being right now. What is Dita Rian exactly? According to Meg, I am a large humanoid weapon. What might this Meg be? She's the Earthling who taught me a great deal. You said she's an Earthling. Does that mean you're not? What I've been told, I was sleeping inside a battleship drifting. Hey, Lagolitz! Main protagonist from one of the other SRWs. What, you mean Dita Rian? Hold up, are you talking about Dita Rian? Yep, you're right. Lancelot, that guy is an original. The young man who transformed into a large humanoid weapon, Dita Rian. Not only does he look like an Earthling, but he also shares their skeletal and muscular structure, as well as their internal organs. However, he possesses a superhuman self-healing factor. He is usually quiet and does not normally interact with other people. While he has almost no memory of his past, he remembers receiving the task to protect the lives of virtuous beings who become his life's missions. Nope, it ain't an armor. You'll see a lot of originals in this. You'll see a lot of original mechs in the series, Draco. This isn't... SRX and the others are basically there. I have no recollection of anything before I opened my eyes. You mentioned you were fighting as part of a parallel world Londo Bell? Yes, from my understanding, your cause is the same as that of the Londo Bell I know. But I can't stay here for long. I must go back to where Meg is. I must rejoin my comrades. Would you be willing to cooperate with us until a way is found to return you to your home world? As I said, you're not the first visitor from a parallel world Gargoyle Squadron have made contact with. While we fight in this world's peace... Also, he may have had an accident with a malfunctioning barbecue grill. Especially for the ones that brought you here. Would you also provide you with food and shelter, and also share any information regarding how the way he sent you back? Of course, we won't force you to fight for us. Your participation in any given operation will be left to your discretion. Of course, I don't have anywhere else to go anyway. Dimensional driver acquired. I always like to give things to characters. Oh. do one more, and I think we'll be do one of the extra missions. Black Spectre. This will get us a new basis. I wonder if you're into Xenogears. Xenogears and Xenosaga isn't a bad game. I haven't got a chance to play it yet. I might as well. Anyway. Let's do one more. Mission sector proceed? Yes. Lotus, in the meantime, is playing Armored Core. Yeah! I might try and do a stream of Front Mission, arriving at the DVD site momentarily, but in the last several weeks they've been popping up from time to time across the world. It's just a repeat of the same thing, so it always does that. So we're gonna see another, this one's gonna be another OG guy, but it's gonna pilot a mech called the Gespent. What just happened? I was on my way to investigate the situation in Antarctica. How did I get into space? I felt a sense of foreboding before I went out. Is that what it is? And I'm surrounded too. This can't be an unlucky coincidence. They know that I would be here. Guess pit? No, Gespent. It's all German. Attack without warning is no response I held. They must be unmanned and hostile. There, my course of action is clear. Destroy these enemies. See? Guess pent. Or penced. Guess penced. Anyway. There's nothing this guest penced can't handle.
まずはこの状況を切り抜ける。もらった。当たらないな。
German for spook. Really? Guess pence to mean spook, eh? Well, I'm guessing the enemy would be terrified of these things.
残念だが当たりはしない。何者か知らんが仕掛けてくるのならこれで決める。切り裂けスラッシュリッパー。とどめ。
But still, that would be terrifying. Oops. Guest vents were the most basic OG grunt. It's the OG equivalent of a good GM. Gilliam doesn't care, and will plot his way through anything. Yep, that's him. And by the way, welcome, Lagots. Lags lot. I take it you're a big Super Robot Wars fan yourself? My personal favorite, of course, is less of Gilliam and more of Sanger and, of course, Kyosuke. Yeah, the guest bents are basically grunt infantry. While the Huckabee, the one I'm using in the story mode, is essentially a more superior variant. And if you're wondering also why I like to push the button whenever there's a finishing move, is I usually pay attention because if there's no DK, I usually like to create my own DKs. That's dynamic kills for you folk. That missile we call children a MERV. Correct. Now, I did promise you guys a DK, so I'm going to show you a real DK. Hopefully it does DK.
スラッシュリッパー とどめ
There we go. I suppose I'm safer now. Mysterious warp phenomenon. Unknown enemies, and I'm guessing this is not the same world I was just in. Meaning I'm in a parallel world. What's next? My premonition suggests that a good event will follow the bad. It looks like a warship, but it's far too large for that. They don't seem to be hostile. Pilot of the Black Mag, do you copy? I'm Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley of the Gargoyle Squadron, Earth Federation Autonomous Corps. It's just extra bombastic animation. Yeah, I know, but it's badass bombastic animation. It's like it's basically a kill. It's basically what you would expect if you hit something. A robot sounds like a flat-faced radiator being scratched. Are you talking about the autonomous units? Yeah, some of them will sound that way. So these ones are willing to talk. My name is Gillian Yeager. I'm affiliated with the AEUG. The AEUG? They disbanded some time ago. Pardon me. This is only a guess, but I suspect I mean a different AEUG from the one you know. And this is also a guess, but I believe I came to this world from another one. A parallel world. A parallel world? Displaced through the DBD? I'd like to exchange intel. Request permission to board your ship. Very well. Please follow the instructions and dock with our ship. Thank you very much. I hope the good premonition I received was referring to them. So you're aware that you were displaced from a parallel world? I've been researching parallel worlds and displacement phenomena for some time, but I never once expected that I would be displaced myself. But it's lucky for us that we can skip the long explanations. Expect it wasn't luck at all. Well, as I said, you're not the first visitor from parallel world the Gargoyle Squadron to make contact with. I see. So you have the assisting you in the operating in exchange for your protection. No, we leave entirely up the judgment of those displaced. So even if everyone who fights with you does so out of their own volition, that's right, we won't demand anything of you in regards to combat. Very well, then I'll participate until I've made it to my own world. Are you sure? Just think of myself as a fairly good judge of character, and with my instincts suspected, your laudable actions and missions have confirmed. Thank you very much. I'm glad you feel this way. Something still bothers me. Dark entity I foresaw. If that's what brought me here, then this will be a hard battle. Anyway, I believe we still got one more before we go to the recommended. And if you're curious, stars are if you see a star right there, that indicates basically it's part of a story mission. Let's get one of these babies. 19 million. Cool factor is, as you progress through the missions, ooh, we got more bonus point stuff. There's a lot of hidden mechanics in this game that you might like. Hey. Our boys. What do you mean, our boys? This is a cute DLC. What in the world? What is it, Leanne? Something up with the sensors? I'm picking up a transmission. No identification, but all it says is 19 million. Over and over and over. 19 million. It's certainly an impressive figure, but we have no idea what it means. Leanne, can you trace the transmission point of origin? Done. Ararat sector, coordinates 1900. There's that 19 again. The Gargoyle Squadron will investigate the Ararat sector at once. Captain, I believe in this number. 19 million. It's a beacon calling us for some purpose. Special skill. Congratulations on 19 million! This was a commemoration because they were this close to getting to 20 million. Mount Ararat? Yep, Ararat sector. We've reached the transmission point of origin. Looks like a bunch of empty space. Several unknowns incoming. Don't tell me. 1,900 of them? And look, just watch. Just 41 actually, but it's still a 1,900. The enemy's 1,900 has opened fire. They appear to be unmanned. Captain, we have to retreat. As bizarre as this is, it's not a problem. We don't have time for it. No, Captain. This is a challenge. We're being asked to show that we are greater than 19 million. Greater than 19 million? Sortie all units. Just basic punch-up mission. It is, but it's a good reward mission. Many of these punch-up extra missions do give some good stuff. It's also a good chance to grind up levels and such. So these are good to get. Why? We're outrageously outnumbered. Keep your pants on, XO. We've already been engaged either way. The enemy's maintaining formation, waiting for our response. Observing that number, 1,900. Very well. All units, commence attack. Show them that their 19 million is just a stepping stone for us. Damn right. We're just going to keep going. Yep, so we're just going to do some punching stuff. But it's perfect because this is perfect grinding stuff. Perfect for level ups. but it's a good experience for sure. So basically it's just doing that. Oh wow. That stings. Never seen the Dunhalberd kill.
ブルーワンを傷つけずに済んだか。やられっぱなしか、アサギ。そんなわけあるか。突破口を開く。ラスト。
Rabbit Squadron looking at the free eighth ranks like mine. Yeah, Rabbit. Yeah, they're all. Though I have to admit, the pink one, whatever her attack, always seems to be humorous because I don't know how why the camera does that. Tamaki's a 2-attack sidekick that somehow clears whole maps by accident. She's weaponized zoomies. Yeah, that's what I mean. She's like that. Here's the thing. She's like that. She's like a boxer or a pit bull that when you end up whistling for the other dog is the first one to go plowing through the door and basically just sitting there wagging her tail like she's done nothing wrong. I know it's overkill, but I still promise you a cool attack anyway.
SRX。 天上天下面倒爆砕剣面倒爆砕
Overkill from the SRX, slightly brushing something is the player's reward for somehow lugging that thing into battle with the full speed of a continental drift. Yeah, the SRX isn't really the strongest fella right there, Lags. The only time it becomes a badass is in the later games when it gets access to the R gun powered, and you got the HTV cannon. Ah, here we go. This was another one I was also going to show you too. But that got scrubbed because that stupid thing decided to dodge. Though of course my personal favorite is the Daizengar, which spoiler alert, I know it's a bit of a spoiler alert. It does exist in this DLC. We're just gonna have to go through a few chapters and missions in order to get it. Once we get past the Earth arc, we'll get to the next fun part. Though, of course, on another file on this game outside of it, I do have a few aces in my game. I already have Koji Kabuto as an ace, which they go, oh, congrats on getting ace again. That's right, kill my guy, because I can dome shot you and make money. But we're making some good stuff, so... So I still need to find ways when I can unlock grind missions where you just fight enemies. So I could use that to grind some of my units up a bit, get some stronger. Good lord, they're targeting the Rose 3. You don't target the concentrated Zumi. You're gonna find yourself in a... If you hit the concentrated Zumi, you're gonna have a bad time. I missed. What happened? Especially using only beams on ones that have a shield. Yeah, I missed it. What's happened? We're just basic. We did a lot of unlock new characters, my friend Larry. There we go. Yeah, we remove that. We're gonna try and give some love to the other guys. been a long road to this 19 million. We give our sincerest thanks to everyone who's been part of that journey. And we promise that 19 million is only the beginning. There we go. How you want to end it? Like this.
俺に射抜けないものはないんだよ。
女の子のハート以外はね。
こいつでノックダウンだ。もらった。やったぜ。さすがは俺。
All units have been eliminated, but we did it. We beat the 19 million. Yep, and the Destrikers reward us with one hell of a part. Fantastic. Here's to 19 million. Don't rest your laurels just yet, XO. Trojan is right. Remember, 19 million is just a stepping stone. So you're saying, absolutely, we're going to hit 20 million and beyond. Are we going to get a 20 million transmission if we do? Managed to get that, and here's our reward we get. 50k gold, 500 platinum points, and basically 3000 MXP points. This is so it's not something that's to scoff at. Only 2k away because I want to get that. The reason I always do the AOS is a lot of guides that suggested if you ever play the game first, go for the AOS research first because it makes grinding the rest easier. But I just looked at the time. It's almost 8 o'clock, and it's time for me to basically, unfortunately, means our stream's over. Rupture over. But I'm going to thank the following people for tagging along. Onivia, Adrian Benerbo, Alex is the Nexus, Alien Gathering, another viewer, Commander Root, Discord streamer community, Dr. Collisis, Emma Dilemma, Henty-chan, Lagslot, Lanaray, Lizard Guy, Lurks, Paula Ariguri, Punmaster, Sajan7, Sophia Fox, SSC Server, and Valentina Krez. Thanks for tagging along. And I also got to thank Lagalot for his first visit. So thank you for basically tagging along. It's nice to have a guy who's a big fan of Super Robot Wars as I am. Thursday, our next stream we'll be doing is we'll be doing more continuations of Super Robot Wars, as we'll be continuing on our mission, and hopefully we'll be unlocking more stuff, progressing the story, and getting to some of the more personal favorite of my mech series while we're there. All right? So until then, have a good night, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll see you all again Thursday. With that, good night, everybody, and have a good rest of the week, good rest of your October.
休憩を取るのか。そうだな。適度な休憩を取らないと思考が鈍る。
その通りだよ、ルルーシュ。さあ、君も少し休んだ方がいい。
いや、俺にはまだやらないといけないことが。
そんなこと言って、君も随分と休んでいないだろう。
いいんだよ。 俺は寝ていたようなものだからな。
またそんな言い方をする。変わったように見えて、やっぱりルルーシュはルルーシュなんだな。
Oh, hi, Mr. Brain Manipulator.
お前も相変わらずのおせっかい焼きだ。まあいい。スザクがそう言うのなら俺も休憩を取るとするか。じゃあまたな。
That. Good night, everyone.